If you're looking for a super chaotic, does she even know what she's doing type of video, this one's for you.
Baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey. Come on now and take my hand.
Good morning, guys. I'm exhausted. My face is so puffy this morning, but we hosted a very last minute Friendsgiving yesterday, and I spent the entire day pretty much just cooking and cleaning, and I didn't really record anything. Number one, I always feel super weird about putting our friends on camera, and then number two, I don't even know where my phone or camera were at the entire night. I was mostly in the kitchen the whole day. I think I got one picture, which was the picture of my plate once everything was done, so I will throw that in here, but that's literally all I got. We have so much to do today because it is the last warm day of the year. When I say warm, it's going to be a whole total of 59 degrees, but from here on out we're going to have a lot more like 40, 30 and like below freezing days. So we're going to try to get some stuff done around the property today while it is warm, which is going to include like staining our fence. We really want to stain our fence before winter gets too brutal, and of course it wouldn't be a Summer and Cody video if it wasn't super last minute. So that's what we're doing today, but first I'm gonna do something about this, change, and figure out where Cody's at.
Are you still filming?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Oh no.
We need to stain the fence within the next 3 hours.
What?
Like, be done.
I thought we had...
Well, okay, so it says it's rain... Hold on.
Brayden?
It says it's rain ready in 4 hours, and
Is it raining?
No. So I'm assuming that means it dries in 4 hours, but 7 p.m. it's gonna be 41 degrees, so it has to be done before then. What's up?
I guess I'll see y'all in a minute. That phone call that Cody got was his little brother, so he had to run out to go help him, and they live a little far. So it looks like I'm gonna be on my own, excuse me, mama, for the first part of the video, but that's okay. Staining the fence is a fairly easy process. We just have a small little time window to do it, like Cody said. So I'm gonna make the bed really quick, get dressed, and then get out there and get going. Is sponsored by Bluetti. We are partnering with Bluetti to send one of you one of these bad boys, so make sure you stay tuned. There are a ton of portable power stations out there, but our all-time favorite
is Bluetti. We've worked with Bluetti before and have used a variety of their products. Today, we are checking out the Bluetti AC200L, a powerhouse that we've actually reviewed in the past. And like I said, we're also partnering with Bluetti to send one of you guys the Bluetti AC200L. So make sure you stay tuned all the way to the end of this YouTube video to find out how to get yourself entered. But let's start with the basics. Bluetti has a reputation for creating some of the most versatile and reliable power stations on the market. They're specifically designed for off-grid living, outdoor adventures, or even just emergency backup power. The AC200L is packed with so many features that makes it super versatile and easy to use. It's got a massive 2,048 watt-hour capacity, delivering a solid 2,400 watt output with a surge capacity of 3,600 watts in powerlifting mode. You also don't have to wait long to use it. Bluetti designed the AC200L with super fast charging capabilities. You can go from 0 to 80% in just 45 minutes with AC charging and to a full charge in just 2 hours. When it comes to real life use, we have been putting our Bluetti AC200L in all kinds of scenarios around the homestead. It has 11 different output interfaces, so it's super flexible. And as you guys know, safety is always a huge factor for us. And the Bluetti delivers with the AC200L's Life PO4 battery cells. These aren't just efficient, they're incredibly durable. Bluetti's battery cells offer 3,000 charge cycles with 80% capacity retention. Basically what that means is you are looking at a decade of use. Plus it has a smart display and Bluetooth app control, so you can keep an eye on the battery, manage your settings, and get notifications if you're reaching capacity, all straight from your phone. With EOC mode and UPS functionality, you can get peace of mind knowing that your power source can seamlessly switch over if there's an outage. And one of the coolest things about the Bluetti AC200L is its expandability. If you're really in need of more power, Bluetti lets you connect expansion batteries like the B300 or B230 to bump up that total capacity. All in all, the Bluetti AC200L isn't just a power station, it's an adaptable, long-term solution that's built to keep up with the demands of off-grid living. If you're interested in upgrading your setup or just need reliable backup power, you can check out the link in the description to learn more. And make sure that you stay tuned to the end of this YouTube video to find out how to get yourself entered into our giveaway. Thank you so much, Bluetti, for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to it. I'm so ready for Cody to have a shop so I can have my kitchen cabinets back, because right now my kitchen cabinets hold all of his tools and all of our materials. Paint key, extra paper. No, you can't come outside. No, you can't come outside. You're gonna get in the stain. No, Rocket. No, Rocket, you can't come outside because you're gonna get in the stain. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be starting on the back half of the fence, just kind of slowly work my way around. There's lots of reasons why we are staining our fence. Number one, it helps preserve it. So a lot of these posts we actually milled ourselves, and then this lumber we purchased. Especially for the posts that we milled ourselves, it's really gonna help preserve them, help keep them nice longer. We're gonna be using this waterproofing stain and sealer. It's semi-transparent and it's a penetrating oil. We got it at Home Depot. The base color is chocolate, but I believe the actual color that we got is chestnut. I'm really excited about it. Cody and I, of course, had a difference of opinions on what color we wanted, so this is something that we kind of just met in the middle. We did a tester strip over there. We liked it, so we shall see. If we absolutely hate it and it comes out terrible, we can always redo it next summer, but obviously getting cold quick here. We want to try to get it up as quickly as possible. Let's get going. I've never done this before. I mean, I've stained lots of things, but I've never stained a fence. Also, with this specific stain, you don't have to have a sealer. It has the sealer built in. So literally one coat and we should be done is what it says. I'm also not letting the dogs be back here while I'm doing this, and that's because I know my dogs and they'll go full snout in the stain as soon as they have the opportunity and I'm not looking. So they're gonna hang out inside. They're really mad at me right now because they love being outside. They'd prefer to be outside a majority of the day, but that's just a recipe for disaster and I don't wanna deal with it. So let's go. Wow, she is filled to the brim. Okay, you know, thank goodness I have my Carhartts on so I can just brush it off on myself, but I'm totally just making a mess and we really haven't even started. Cody says I'm really messy whenever I work, so he would be laughing so hard right now, but it is what it is. All right, I have a roller and a brush. I think I'm gonna roller a lot of the big parts and then in all of these in between, good night. All of these in between phases, I'm going to. Do y'all see how loose this is and how it's not in its pocket? That's because my lovely, incredible, wonderful husband, when he's playing ball with Rocky, sometimes the ball will go over and rather than, you know, leaving the backyard, walking around, getting the ball, walking back around, and then continuing to play ball, he'll just climb on the fence and hop it to get the ball and then come back, which is all fine and dandy except for now it's out of place and it's wobbly. So he's gonna have to fix that. But he also, I'll show you whenever we get over there, but this part, he knocked it out of place because again, he was climbing over the fence. So don't we love husbands? They're so amazing. I talk all this crap when in reality, I'm the one who just spilt stain all over the ground. It's okay. That's how we show our love, is we pick on each other. Screw the roller. I don't like the roller. It also looks like I just self-tanned and forgot to, I don't know, blend in my hands. We're off to a really great start. If you're looking for a super chaotic, does she even know what she's doing type of video, this one's for you. I'm about to do what I just got on to Cody for doing, which is climb this fence. All right, I'm gonna go find a different roller because if I use this the entire time, we're gonna be here forever, but that roller sucks. I did get rollers specifically for stain, but apparently that doesn't matter. That roller is terrible, so I'll be right back. I found another roller. We're gonna give it a go. Oh yeah, this one works way better. I didn't really have hope, but now I do. I'm not joking when I say it literally looks like I self-tanned and forgot to blend out my hands because they are orange. Need to use the brush and get into all of those corner pieces. Yes, I did get it on the cattle panels. I do not care. That's the least of my concerns. So let's finish up this one post and then we'll just kind of see where that gets us. I think I am gonna go grab either my AirPod Maxes or a speaker because it's too quiet. I can't deal with it. I need some sort of music. It's been about, I don't know, 30 minutes since he left, and he's gonna come back in about an hour and he's gonna be like, so what all did you get done? I'll be like, this one post.
I'm lonesome but happy, rich but I'm broken.
I told them, I said, Cody's gonna get home in an hour and he's gonna be like, what all did you do? And I'm gonna say, this one post. He's gonna get situated really quick and then he's gonna come help me. But I just think that is so funny.
Won't you stay with me? I can't keep going and feeling.
You were the messiest painter ever. You got stuff on everything, dude. Like, I got it all over my hands. It's because you spilled it everywhere.
Do y'all hear this? Do y'all hear how he treats me? I've been out here working my butt off and all he got is complaints. Don't even come at me, okay? Cody said this was gonna be, oh, this will be a quick project. You'll be done in a couple hours. Ha, 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 ha. That is so funny. I've not even gotten a full fence panel done, but, oh, you wanna come at me for messy? Who just got it on their Crocs?
Yeah.
I hope your toes are soaked right now. Okay, I got one full panel done, and if I'm gonna be honest, I really am not a fan of the color. I think it looks painted versus stained. I wish we went with like some sort of normal stain, but this is really all they had to offer, so that kind of sucks, but I feel like we're too far into it to stop. I don't know. What's your opinion?
It's new and we're always indifferent about new stuff.
Yeah.
And it always looks the worst when it's wet. That's kind of how anything usually works. So I think once it's dry, after it fades a little bit, I think it'll be fine. You can still see the grain through it, so it's not super paint-like. And they had like 4 different options that go like between how much of a paint it is versus how much of a stain it is, and we got the most transparent one, so it was supposed to be the most like a stain and not like paint, but
I don't agree with that.
yeah, I definitely think it's a little more painty than I thought it was going to be, but I think it'll grow on us. I think it'll be fine. I went through with the paintbrush and got all the corners first, and now I'm going back with the roller. It's the fastest way to do it. If you know a better way, let me know.
I just did it the opposite.
Oh. With your brush, typically this is how I do it when painting the house, because with your brush you're going to leave brush marks, but the roller typically gets rid of most of them. So you brush first and then use the roller second.
The self-tanner has gotten worse. Look at this. I look like an Oompa Loompa. I've also gotten it all over my favorite jacket, which is unfortunate.
I know, I keep flinging it and have to slow down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in my hair, it's on my face, it's all over my hands. So I'm gonna keep making my way this way, but that's where I was talking to you about, where it got popped out from Cody climbing on the post, and then it just kind of pulled itself out. He's gonna have to go back and fix it, but for the time being, I'm just gonna keep staining it. He's gotten most of this one done. we've been out here all day and we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 panels
Not
done.
nearly as many as we hoped for. And the terrible part is this is like the last warm day, so we're screwed.
I love my husband so much, but he does not have a very good perception of time. He's like, oh, this is only gonna take us a couple hours. It'll be so easy.
My bad.
The few days that we actually get that are warm, when it's only just a few hours, we'll probably be out here like speed painting the next month until it's absolutely a goner and we have to wait until next spring. But we did get quite a bit done. It is unfortunate because it's unfinished, and I know all of y'all hate unfinished projects. I hate unfinished projects, but that's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. And if you can see, it's just turned 4 o'clock and it's already dark. I think we're gonna have to stop because it is getting colder, and unfortunately we can't stain in the cold weather because it won't dry properly. So even if we pushed it out and continued on until it got completely dark,
Yeah, I don't want to
wouldn't make a
risk it
difference.
and it not dry right.
Hey, do you want to hold this up? My arm's hurting.
It did seem like it dried pretty fast, but yeah, it's gonna get cold tonight. Oh, and you know what? I still have to winterize the boat when we get home.
So that brings us to the next thing, which is we got a phone call from the dealer that the truck is ready to be picked up, or actually the truck won't start, but Cody thinks he knows what's wrong with it. If you don't know, we've had a lot of issues with Cody's truck recently. He replaced a bunch of stuff, and then stuff that was completely unrelated to what Cody replaced ended up breaking. We put a lot of miles on it, so it just makes sense.
It had a recall on it for the high pressure fuel pump, so the dealer pretty much replaced the entire fuel system. So,
which is great, but now it won't start.
I think I know what's wrong with it. So
We have to go up there and pick it up.
Let's go give it a shot.
Yeah. All right. Now, that was a whole lot of information. My apologies. All right, so I'm getting us all ready to leave, and then I'll probably pick up the camera once we get to the dealer. Here you go.
Let's hook the scan tool up and see what's going on.
All right, I'm gonna try to explain to the best of my ability where we're at. Cody did a bunch of work on the truck completely unrelated to what's wrong with it. He fixed a lot of the, that type of
control arms and shocks
And then once all of that was completely fixed, the high pressure fuel pump went out, and that would cost us thousands and thousands of dollars out of our own pocket to fix. However, it's a recall on this truck. So we ended up towing it to the dealer so that way the dealer could fix it, because then it's covered under warranty and we're not having to come up with thousands and thousands of dollars to fix it. Now, all of that's done. The dealer said, great, we fixed everything. However, it still won't start. So you can either pay us hundreds of dollars to diagnose it and fix it, or you can come pick it up, tow it back to your house and do it yourself, because Cody's a mechanic. And so that's kind of where we're at. He's checked everything that he can check with the scan tool, and in terms of like just doing like a visual of what could potentially be wrong with it, we're not seeing anything. No codes are being flagged, and it's just not starting. So I think we're gonna have to tow it home so that way he can take it apart and be able to look at everything and further diagnose it. This is very defeating because it's like one thing after another with this truck. I'm not even joking. It's been awful. It was a great truck in the beginning, but obviously we've put a lot of miles on it. It's been through a lot. She has 169,000 miles at this point. So things are just slowly starting to break on it. That's where we're at. I guess we're gonna figure out how we're gonna get it home now.
I guess get it towed home so we don't have to sit here and try and figure it out.
We use Braden's AAA because our roadside assistance, our tow package that we get through our insurance, actually doesn't start until the 30th of this month. So unfortunately, well, I guess fortunately, we have Braden, and he has AAA because Cody's mom has AAA. So Braden's gonna come out here, let us use this AAA, thanks be, so we don't have to pay for a tow truck again, because we paid for tow trucks so many times because of this truck. Honestly, I just want to fix what's wrong with it and sell it. I feel like it's just a money pit and there's constantly something wrong with it. I'd rather get something a little bit, actually I want to get something older, because like I feel the reason we have so many issues with this truck is because of how new it is. Honestly, yeah. I want to get an old Chevy or something like that. I don't know. Either way, we're going to tow it home because we're not going to pay the dealer to fix it. Number one, because it's not under warranty. And number two, it's cold and we don't want to sit here forever. How do you feel right now?
I don't have tools with me. I think it needs a fuel pressure regulator, honestly.
And that's not something that they replaced?
It's still only, no, it's not. It's still only reading 200 PSI, which is the same as it was before, but it's a diesel, so it should have like 7,000 PSI, so super
and that's
low.
not something the dealer would replace under the warranty?
They didn't, or they would have.
Well, I'd call your service advisor.
Too late now, they're closed.
That's where we're at. I don't know really what's gonna happen further in this vlog, so we'll see.
Yet to be determined.
Yep. This is so discouraging. He said you're good. All right, the moment that y'all have all been waiting for. We've partnered with Bluetti to send one of you guys the Bluetti AC 200L. So here's how to get yourself entered into the giveaway and how to watch out for scammers. Scammers are everywhere on YouTube, so please do not fall for their traps. This right here is our only YouTube channel. If you are ever unsure, click the profile, and if it does not bring you back to our page, it's not us. If you ever get a message from a Telegram account, somebody telling you to text them, anything that seems a little odd, why would Summer and Cody want me to text them? It's not us. The scammers may use our profile picture, but again, if it doesn't take you directly to our page, it is not us. I cannot reiterate this enough. We will never ask you to pay for shipping. We will never ask you to pay to text us. We will never ask you to pay for anything at all. So please just be careful. We do try to filter through the comments and delete the scammers as we see them, but sometimes it can be a little overwhelming and there's just a ton. Now, how to get yourself entered. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe to Bluetti's channel, like this video, and comment Bluetti and how this power station will help you and your family, your homestead, your off-grid living situation. Any way that you are going to be able to get great use out of this power station, we want to hear about it. The winner will be contacted 1 week from today. And if you leave your Instagram handle, you don't have to have an Instagram, but if you leave your Instagram handle, it may be just a little bit easier to contact you. You don't have to have an Instagram to get in this giveaway. Sometimes it can just take a little bit longer to get in contact with the winner. But once we get in contact with the winner, 1 week from today, we will make sure that we post on our YouTube community page, and then we'll probably put it in the description of this video. So just make sure that you're looking through all of your notifications to see if we've reached out to you. This giveaway is entirely free in nature, and we will not charge the winner any sort of fees or anything like that. So please make sure that you are watching out for scammers. Unfortunately, because of shipping costs, this giveaway will only be available to people in the lower 48 states of the US. I'm really, really sorry. Hopefully we'll be able to widen that and make it a lot broader in the future, but for right now, it'll only be available in the US in the lower 48. We really appreciate you guys for your support and your kindness, and we hope to be able to bring you more of these giveaways in the future. And a huge thank you to Bluetti for allowing us the opportunity to be able to send one of you guys this power station in hopes that it helps you and your family. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.